Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Creator Restoration channel. I'm your host for the night. It's not Dave as per usual. I'm the Greater Freaky, and tonight we'll be playing a very quacktastic one-shot, Casablanca. It is a one-shot of a one-pager RPG called Duck and Cover, which essentially it's labeled as a quote-unquote serious spy action RPG about special agent trying to defuse the foul conspiracy. But let's face it, everybody here at the table has a license to pun, so fair warning to everybody. So before we get started tonight, I'm gonna let my guest introduce himself from left to right. First, the returning person to this channel. Probably seen her last week. Kai from We Rate Dice.
Yes, that's me. I'm Kai from We Rate Dice. You can find me on Instagram. I'm also We Make Dice on Instagram, where I fail to make dice and don't post about it, so you just see my sewing projects, because that's totally dice. And then I'm one half of Do You Speak Draconic, a podcast that launches every other Friday. And this week we're interviewing Arcane Agent, or not, no, Arcane Anthems, not Agent. And it's going to be really exciting, so check it out if you like to talk some D&D.
Yeah. And next we have returning here. Apparently was not traumatized by my one shot last time. The amazing Dimples and Dice. Welcome back, buddy.
Hello, thank you for having me back. So I am Prince, aka Doubles and Dice. You can find me at Doubles and Dice on Twitter, Twitch, all that jazz. And my sister station over at Rolling These 20s, where we're doing Dungeons and Dragons and Vampire the Masquerade, which I'll be doing my storytelling job this Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. We just started our second season of VTM Philly by Night, and it is already off to a great start. And my players are getting themselves in so much trouble, and I love it. So please come check us out there.
And last but not least, Soraya.
Hello, I'm Soraya. You can find me here on Twitch, twitch.tv Soraya. I do art and play a wide variety of video games. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram, same name. Had a bit of a break from streaming, but I'll be back tomorrow starting up Cuphead for the first time.
Ooh.
So that's sure to be fun.
I heard it's super fun. Challenging, but super fun.
Yeah.
It is.
I've never played it. I've tried at some point. It's on what is it on? Is it on PC? I don't remember.
It's on basically everything.
Basically everything. All right. All right. I'm assuming that everybody's ready to get started. So.
Yep.
The year is 1951. You're all a missing spy at the totally secret spy agency International Incorporated. All of you have been called into the office of Captain Egbert, the administrator of this agency. Each and every one of you walk in his office as he's sipping a lovely scotch. Welcome in, Agent. I have a task for you, if you wish to accept it. If you would, we're gonna, in a very dramatic, film way, the camera is gonna pan over towards the very first character, a very special agent spy. Kai, could you tell us about who you're playing?
I'm Pond, James Pond, a very fancy duck lad. And I wear a very nice suit, and I do not waddle away from danger. Of course I will take the mission.
Oh yeah, if I failed to mention it, everybody's essentially an anthropomorphic duck. So yeah, beware of puns.
It's a Donald Duck situation. I do not have pants on. I just feel like that is.
That's absolutely important here.
I mean, I'm sure that it is canon now that probably pants don't exist in this world. I mean, with those legs, it's difficult. And next to Pond, James Pond, there's this duck, former soldier, Dimples.
Yes. You can call me Big Bill, and you know I'm not here for anything unless I get to smash some eggs. You know I'm here for business, boss.
That's right. And
And Big Bill is decked out in just straight flannel, uh, and he has a paint under his eyes, uh, well along his bill, I suppose, and a camouflage skull cap on,
oh,
and he has his trusty bat that looks kind of like a
oh,
egg beater
apparently I fucked up something.
uh, attached to his back.
Question: does he have sideburn feathers like sticking out of his cap?
Oh yeah, and you can tell straight up that he definitely has a mullet. Like even through his skull cap, it's definitely a mullet.
Fabulous.
You know the famous duck mullet. It was
Duck
it,
mullet.
it is it is the fashion of that time, right?
Absolutely.
No, we all know that everybody in the 50s had a mullet.
Mm-hmm.
But and then there's also smart, probably the smartest of them all, Saraya.
Oh,
Who's your goose or duck?
I am Dr. Fiona Feathersby, forensic scientist. She's complete with the nerdy glasses, fabulous lab coat, notebook and pencil, ready to investigate the scene.
I mean, you're rather what we call a motley crew, but I would say you're the best that we have. But you're mostly what all we have. So we have a little situation at the Duckingham Palace. You see, we do have a agent over there that is in a bit of hairy situation, and it would need some backup. Um, so it's gonna be at the Quack of Dawn. You're gonna have to take the plane and fly over there. But first, I encourage all of you to visit our expert gadget person, Q, at the lab. Remember, this mission is confidential, and your discretion is the utmost importance.
Don't worry, boss. We won't foul it up.
So, let's try not to scramble too many eggs. Alright, Bill?
Hey, you can't make an omelet without scrambling a few eggs, buddy. But I do it my best.
You can count on us. We'll be sure to crack this case in no time.
Alright. Well, you'll see Q. You have your fake passport and all the tools and gadgets that you may need for the mission. So, as you head out of the office, you take the elevator. I can talk. Elevator to the sub basement, top secret basement, where all the gadgets are. There, you see the lovely Q with his, glasses and his, also familiar, bow tie. Oh, hello there, agent. So yes, the captain told me that you should be visiting, should be receiving here. So here's your documentation. You have all been invited for this was also allow you to enter Duckingham Palace. Apparently, just got a special presentation of Swan Lake there. So try to look sharp. And I do have some tools that may help based on your individual specialty.
Well,
Bill,
excellent. I'll take a gander.
I know, Bill, that the boss man probably told you not to scramble too many eggs. But sometimes the situation can be a bit complicated. Let's hope it doesn't resolve to that. But see this, and he pulls out essentially what is an egg beater. This it's like those like retractable what do you call it, baton, but it transforms into an egg beater. This is called a scrambler. Nearly undetectable, but it will hurt anybody that you know smack with it.
Oh, that's an upgrade.
I'm sure you will put it to an excellent use. And he give it to you. Give it a few swing on that pineapple over there.
Oh, Bill definitely goes over and just
Oh yeah,
cracks away.
oh yeah, and it's easy and it breaks that.
And every time he takes a swing, it just quack. Oh, that's
Paul?
got a smooth swing.
Well, I know what you like. Pawn,
I
you're one of the top spy of this agency. But sometimes you get into a bit of federal situation, and you need to a little cover when you go undercover. And he hands you like this little duckling replica. Press on the beak. Just trust me.
keep trying to pick up the southern accent. I'm sorry.
James Paul has traveled the world, so his accent travel as well.
I forgot how to do my accent completely. um, you are you sure you want this in the lab?
Oh yes, I mean, I've done way worse in here. Just make sure to step back a bit.
I click on it.
And the duck
Step back.
fly off your end, and this little tiny little maybe like inch tall duck transform into like this 6 foot tall bulletproof duck. It is the inflatable duck extraordinaire. It will serve you as
There's nothing to quack at.
improvised cover in case you need it.
How do I get it?
Oh, you just have to ruffle its feather in the back, and you make it miniature again. Just be careful not to, unleash it in the elevator. It happened to me once. It was quite difficult to, get it to normal size again. Was stuck there for days. And don't you think I forgot about you, my little favorite scientist?
What do you got for me?
I know that you like to, carry a lot of things, and also you need to look very well in lab coat. So I got, essentially a replica of my own lab coat, which is the lab coat of holding. You see,
Ooh.
it has multiple pockets inside and out that can allow to carry multiple items, evidence that you may find on your journey. Or other tools.
Ooh. It's fabulous. This ought to fit the bill quite nicely.
And I mean, if I may say, and he flexes his little lab coat, quite fashionable.
Indeed.
It is the latest trends in all the labs. Well, Agent,
Thank you.
I wish you the best of luck. I hear that you have to have a plane to catch at the crack of dawn. So make sure not to spend night awake and get some rest. And in fact, at the crack of dawn, before all the other ducks are awake, you have to fashionably rush to the airport to fly over to Duckingham House, where all the duck are essentially British, but I'm not going to do a British accent in order to avoid offending my
Or
British friends.
be riding in a spruce goose.
Bruce Goose.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah. I mean, there's also there's many famous goose in this world. There's Quacky Chance, Duck Norris. So,
Von Duckles.
exactly.
Beagles, Duckles. Ryan Gooseling.
Ryan Goosling is, quite famous one. Some people love his movies.
Why, Ron?
Exactly. So, all of you arrive, with, the overlay in the jet lag. But, you're used to travel, so it's fine. To the Buckingham Palace. In the hotel room, all of you have, a very, some of you have very fine clothing, waiting for you to blend in. Some of you just, can wear your amazing lab coat over it because that's science is cool, kids.
Oh man, I gotta wear the goose suit.
Right?
You can't turn a duck into a swan. I'm just saying.
That's the old saying. We cannot turn a duck into a swan. If somebody try to tell you otherwise, well, don't believe them.
Harold, up, old chump. You look quite dashing.
Hmm?
I think you need a proper build hat instead of your cap.
Yeah, probably right.
All right. So, as you all arrive, for the night's celebration, where you're supposed to meet your contact, Quack Sparrow, or at least that's his alias. There's, all on the outside of the palace, all those fire quacker, going crazy and wild. In preparation for the big celebration and this, special edition of Swan Lake in front of the Queen, apparently, for some odd reason. Because I don't know England. You enter, gave your ticket, do the guard doc, look at you twice, up and down, and let you in. And first, it's a little more like I would just say like a ballroom type of deal. But when you go to like a theater, there's always like a little hall before the seating area, like the amphitheater. That's where you are. And you know that your contact is out there. As ducks, spy ducks, what would you like to do? you're free to roam. Spread your wings.
I would like to order a martini, shaken like a tail feathered, but not.
And, depart and they're like, as it was I. Well, hello there. Oh, of course, ma'am. Wow, you're not from around here.
And I'm a guest.
Certainly, I'm gonna prepare that, little drink for you. And he prepares it exactly as you expected.
Put it on my bill.
Are you over here for business or pleasure, if I may ask, sir?
Why not both?
That's fair. That's fair. And give you your drink as you order.
Make a cover move to uncover who the con.
Sorry, what do you say?
I'd like to make a cover move to uncover who the contact is.
All right. Okay. So this is a lovely system. Let me and I was like, hey, I'm gonna run this because it is fun. Never played it before. I'm just gonna wing it.
YOLO. Just
Hell yeah. All right, cover. There's three stats, just for the lovely people at home. We're gonna explain as we go along. In this amazing one shot, there's three stats: duck and cover. Duck. Convince the duck to use the duck brain. Simply duck under. N. And a target and a task, and a bomb ticking or something like that. Cover. Cover a friend. Take cover. Stay under cover. Or create a cover, or in this case, uncover. So, as a spy, Kai, please roll for cover. It is somewhat difficult task, so it will be a +1. So roll 2d6. Take the highest result. You have to be under like a 4.
I'm re-rolling.
Oh,
Well, can I do that multiple times? Because it doesn't say I can't do it once.
I will. It doesn't say anything about like doing it multiple time or not doing it multiple time, which is I see it as a flaw in the rules. I would say
it says reroll a die, so
reroll a die. So I say like reroll 1 die.
Okay. I can do
The
it.
target number is 4 or below.
1!
1. It is essentially a critical success. And like opposite of like a rolling that 20, because apparently rolling a 1 in this game is awesome. So, sipping on your martini, you notice across the room this very fancy goose lady that is quite familiar. And not only does she seem to catch your eye, but you also seem to catch her eye. This is indeed your contact.
I would like to subtly wave over my super special agents with me to go talk to this lady.
All right.
Pond, James Pond, pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. That was a reach.
Hmm.
Like playing a leg.
A for effort. Bill will waddle over for sure.
Yeah.
He was busy on the
Likewise.
dance floor shaking his tail there.
What is this, Sarah?
I said likewise.
Likewise.
I was floating about trying to locate our contact.
All right. Perfect. So, as you all, waddle over and make your way there, you meet with, Lady Duckington. Or at least, this is the name that she goes by here. Her real name is mostly unknown. So, Pawn. James Pawn. It is. What brings you over?
You sent me to meet a lovely friend from our past.
Oh, that sounds like an excellent time.
Indeed. Was I told like a quote or anything? Like,
You would have received in your, an envelope with all the information dossier that the code for this mission is GoldenEgg.
you heard the tale of the goose that laid the golden egg. It's a wonderful little story. They're remaking it in the theater.
Oh, is that so? Well, and she looks at you up and down. Now, from your little flappy little leg of duck, I don't know what they're called. I'm sure there's a technical term for it. I should have researched goose
Their
and
wet feet.
wait, I should have researched duck anatomy before this. Shit DM will do, for the sake of a game. And, to your fancy ass bow tie. Well, perhaps you would like to, meet me in my room after, the presentation. So we can discuss about the golden egg. And you like a little key room.
Covers.
I suppose birds of a feather flock together.
And
Excellent. I will see you there.
all right. So, once this is done, do you want all to? All right. Well, in this case, I'm gonna go see this the show. I heard Swan Lake is a beautiful story. So, catch you later.
Yeah, we'll migrate.
Ah, there you go.
There you go.
Just trying to come up with something.
I like how every time you tell a pun, you're slowly dying inside.
It just hurts a little bit. Just a little bit.
N-
Finger guns.
None of us are coming out of this a better person.
Tell too many puns and we'll summon Trick Nick.
Yep. So, as expected, this little, lovely, show, and at the tick of midnight, it ends, and you're all free to wallow around. You have noticed that.
No, go ahead.
Oh, you know, you have noticed maybe a few eyes on you, but nothing too concerning, at least at first glance.
Someone's staring at Bill. Bill just be like, "Is there something you like?" I mean, I know I got moves.
Oh my good
You
sir.
can waddle on over here with me.
I mean, I would just say that I just saying to my friend here that you look quite nice in your fancy suit, sir.
Eh. I think it makes me look a little foul, but what can you do? Business is business.
Business is business, indeed, my friend. Well, you seem like you have had quite the flight across the pond, as they say. How do you find the old country? I broke him.
I'm just sorry. Uh,
Mission
it's pretty much
accomplished.
exactly like I expected.
And your friend over there, she has quite the fancy lab coat. Some say science is not cool, but it's quite in fashion, I do believe.
Oh yeah. I heard this one joke about the scientists. What do physics ducks say?
I don't know, what does
Oh no.
physics duck says?
Quark quark.
Oh,
All right, you can talk to the scientists about science. That's about the only science thing I know.
Did I hear you say science isn't cool? Science is very cool.
Science is indeed
God.
very, very cool. So, well, I won't bother you more. Of my plan, but I wish you all a good night. And holy fuck, do I look orange on the scam?
May you nest in peace, my friend. May you nest in peace.
It give you a weird double look, but let it fly. So, squad, or flock in this case. The night ends. Everybody is gathering away from the Duckingham Palace, and some of you had an invite to hotel room, which may have been open to a bit more. You have your contact that you have to meet. I'm assuming that's where you're going.
Absolutely.
Let's migrate on up.
Yeah. So as the weather is getting colder, you're all migrating south towards the hotel. There, easily enough, you find a room. In there, Lady Duckington. A room in complete disarray.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm glad that you came over. I mean, I was here and left for the event, but as I came back, my room. I don't know what happened here, and there's this, and she turns around and you see a very very dead duck. I swear I had nothing to do with this. I think I
Bill
make
goes up to the body immediately and looks it over.
okay.
Oh, we should be careful not to contaminate the scene.
Well, I'm just looking around to see if there was potential signs of foul play.
Yes.
Well, I mean, based on this whole situation here, I can only say that there is indeed foul play. I mean, I'm sure that this poor duck did not die from that natural cause.
Around what time did you get to the room?
Well, I got here fairly immediately after the presentation.
Would you say about 10:30?
About 10:30, indeed. I mean, I'm glad that you made it here, and I'm glad that the agency, sent you. I've been here, trying to uncover about, somebody was trying to sell weapons to the enemy, but I'm not sure who it would be. And I'm sure that, this is, only, because of my recent inquiry. Some people may not be happy about my investigation. Perhaps you can, help me uncover the rotten egg.
Yeah, I'd like to use my duck brain to see if there was signs of someone else being in the room or exiting the room.
Absolutely. So,
Could I assist?
okay. There's not really an assist mechanic in there.
Oh.
So instead of making it like a very difficult thing, I'm gonna make it. What is Nipples? What is your stat for duck?
1.
1. Okay.
1.
So I'm just gonna make it as a normal roll, so just +0. So roll me a d6.
I could see if anyone had heard the cacophony of noises.
Squagafanny. All right.
I got a 4.
All right. So, what were you looking for again?
boy.
Sorry, that should.
I was just trying. I was trying to find evidence of
Evan.
someone entering or exiting the room that wasn't. Yeah, what's her name? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Lady Duckington.
Lady Duckington. Thank you.
Very, common name in this place. Indeed, as you use all the power of your duck brain, with the help, maybe a little bit of help from James Pond. I mean, you know that it is 99% you. With your like amazing duck brain, and your experience as a trained soldier. You've seen some shit in days, and you do notice that at the entrance, there's been indeed the door is indeed more or less forced open, and you do see that poor Quack over there, was indeed strangled. You look around, based on the whole disarray, and the footprint in the floor. None of those seem to be the size of Lady Quackington. There's at least maybe 2 other duck here that came.
Yeah. Then Big Bill will pass that on to Pond and Fiona.
Just have my notebook and pencil out, taking notes. Maybe pull out a magnifying glass, start looking around, writing down everything that everyone's saying.
So, you're pulling out your magnifying glass. So as you pull around your
Sure.
magnifying glass, you do look near the probably near the body, to see what happened there. Dead by strangulation. But you also see the calling card. A little hint of one of the goons of the great evil. That is the evil Dr. Waddles.
Is he a doctor or is he a ductor?
It's a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Ducktor. Waddles. That's his full name. It's not, he has no PhD.
I'm just glad it wasn't Dakota Flapping. That's my favorite actress.
Oh, this is gonna be a long night, and I love it.
Forgive me, I'm sorry.
I love.
A little bit. A little bit.
Sorry, you were brave enough to come back. I was expecting some payback.
I think we'll fit the bill for any of your future one shots.
Yep.
You did this. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
absolutely. I did this. I brought this on myself, and I'm proud of it. So, what were we able to find?
Well, this here is the calling card of the evil Dr. Waddles.
Dr. Waddles. Isn't that the evil duck scientist trying to take over the world?
Scientist. I'm a real doctor.
Well, all right. Well,
But yes, that's the one.
that's the one. Well, I was supposed to meet, oh, that is super loud. My apologies.
It's cool. I turned it down.
Yeah. I was supposed to, meet a contact near the hangar in the airport. I'm assuming that's, if I go there on my own, those goons are gonna be there. I mean, you sir, Bill, is that right? That's what I received as your dossier.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I've seen that you serve, the Great War, Doc
Yeah.
War 2.
I'm still dealing with a little bit of PTSD, but I'm mostly all right.
I mean, I'm sure you're not buying, protect a fine lady like me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you, doctor, professor? I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Oh, Doctor
Doctor.
Fiona Feathersby.
You know,
Forensic scientist.
I have a terrible memory sometimes for names. My apologies.
Oh, it's all right.
I'm sure that I would need your keen eye to, examine, whatever my contact will bring me. A new pawn. I mean, you're quite charming. I just like your company. But, with your fine spycraft, you can probably uncover, their true intention.
I just give like the biggest when she says my company.
All right. Well, the exchange should be happening soon. I was just coming over to get more comfortable.
Well, getting comfortable. Nothing can be further from the truth. That doesn't seem to be happening tonight.
All right. Well, I'm sure that we're gonna meet those goons. So let's head out.
Don't let him. Sorry.
Oh, go for it.
I was gonna say, don't let him ruffle your feathers too much. We'll get to the bottom of this.
I know so many people that would be disappointed with us, but I'm okay. So, as you all entered, the fanciest cab out there, and go to the hangar, Uh, it is dark. It is only like a few lights to illuminate, the scene. It's only you, all of you, and Lady Duckington, different lady at that point. Uh, there's a single, engine plane in the hangar, and the scene is fairly tense.
We seem to have flown into quite the predicament. I go.
Yeah. So, as expected, there's a wild dog at the pier.
Take it back. See, here you go. There's new toys, and one's trying to hold both of them at the same time.
Oh, of course.
He's just tattling.
All right. Uh, two cars pull over. Their headlights, shining on you. It's hard to see. A few silhouettes exit the vehicle. Well. Looks like we got company here. Lady Duckington, I thought you were coming here alone. You got the goods? Oh, yes, of course. And you see like a few, goose in very dark trench coat and sunglasses at night because they're cool.
Oh. Would you say they're radical?
Oh, absolutely.
Radical. There we go. Sorry. I threw a T in there that was not there.
Wrong. Sometimes music is difficult to manage.
All audio.
Oh, audio.
It's
Yep.
difficult to manage it.
Yeah.
These two chaps seem to fit the bill of.
Yeah. Those chaps, seems to fit the bill. And, the, gentle goose look at you, up and down. So
Can be
what's
quite the seductive type.
What's y'all business here? Huh? I'm assuming you're a muscle? After all, we all are friends here.
Acquaintances
Try to look strong.
looking to make introductions.
I'm just here to make sure this predicament doesn't get out of wing.
All right, well, hey Duckington, you got the money? I got the goods. And, whistle to, duck cannot whistle, so he quacks. They don't have lips. And, two, bigger goose approach. And with, a briefcase. And, in there, some money. So, here to make the exchange.
Would like to make a deduction, please.
Yeah.
But I use my duck brain to see
Yes,
if
you
Lady
may.
Duckington is who she is saying, like on our side, versus secretly a bad guy.
Sure. Yeah, just roll for it. It would be a single regular roll, so 1d6 and take the result.
My good skill. I needed a 1. I got a 2.
I gotta do.
I got a 2.
She appears to be who she is. I mean, you've browse some files at the agency, looking for some, fine N, or I don't know what's a lady duck. Sorry, it cut a bit.
I said she could be a tail or
Yeah.
quite fancy bird.
Yeah,
That abroad.
that's right.
Does she have the right plumage?
She does indeed. She does.
Excellent. At
So,
least we know that situation won't get out of wing.
as she's about to make the exchange, a few more cars pull up. Both, the contact and Lady Dugging appear to be quite surprised by it. Going all around you, and like, and a few duck come out and start firing at all of you.
And I want to bring her down with me. Just hit the duck.
That's right. It's time to hit the duck.
Bill's gonna bring out the scrambler, and he's gonna try to end the closest target.
All right. So we're gonna be in the equivalent of whatever is combat here. There's no combat system for this game, but let's wing it. So, Bill, bring out the scrambler. Fiona, what are you doing?
Oh, that's me.
Yes, that is you.
I've hit the ground. I'm hands over my head, like panicking.
All right. And Pawn, as you know,
I was hitting the duck to make sure the Lady Duckington does not get shot.
all right.
Her goose doesn't get cooked.
Okay.
Or stuffed. I don't know the turn of phrase that it actually is.
All right. So as some shots are being fired, bringing back post-duck stress disorder. Bill, you approach the first, one shooting at you with a scrambler. So you're trying, I'm assuming, to end the target.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get up on target and end him.
All right. Since you're under fire and all that, it is, fairly difficult. It wouldn't normally be, a difficult task, but you with your experience, it will a +1. So roll 2d6 and take the highest of the two. The target number is a 3. Actually, no, target number is 4. So if you roll under 4 on the highest one, you're good.
I got a 4 and a 6.
Okay. If you want, you can reroll that 6 just in case you get a critical success.
Excellent. I will do that. That's another 4.
Cool.
Another 4. All right. So you take the scrambler and scramble his eggs. And sending that goon flying. Pawn, you're quite under fire. I'm assuming you're going to take cover. And same for you, Fiona. All right. So,
Yeah.
as you're taking cover, there's some people trying to pull behind you, and one of the new goon is trying to pull Lady Duckington away from you, and is gonna try to knock you out of the way, Pond. Since it is a difficult task, I'm gonna make him roll for it. Yeah, I've rolled a 1 and a 6. So
Is it take the highest or the lowest?
Good question. It is a difficult task because you're quite a badass agent, and it would take the IS. What would a goon be though?
Soldier.
Yeah, probably a foot soldier. Yeah, no, that's not any better. I rolled like a 5, so 1 lower. And he tried to punch you, but, miss. Uh, Bell, in the middle of that, fight. Fiona, you're way out of your element here. Uh, uh,
When he tries to swing, I just step back. Oh no, what'll you do?
yeah. And some of the, as this whole scene is happening, what you, Fiona, notices with your keen eye, the contact has been shot and is fallen, and both briefcases are missing as the enemy new goons are retreating.
Is there like a license plate or anything that I could pick out and
Sure. Roll for that would be either duck brain or cover. I think it would be more cover because you're trying to uncover the information. I don't know.
okay. So what do I need to roll then?
So it is dark, so it would be a difficulty +1. But
Okay.
there's some light, so it's not too terrible. So roll 2d6, take the highest result. Target number is 4.
Okay. Ooh. 6 out of 5.
6 out of
So-
5. And MS,
Fail.
yeah, you're a scientist. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. My cover is 1 if that has any bearing.
Yeah, not really. No.
Okay.
So, as those person are going away. Like they can spurs up. It's like, oh no, we need that. What they have in that briefcase. It is a secret dossier from the Quack GB.
I guess I have to follow him.
And so we're gonna go into a high-speed chase here.
Cool.
Are we following him in a car or just running us? I'm
Hmm?
a bit confused. Are we following him in a car?
I mean, you do have a car. Yeah, you do have cars at your disposal.
Oh yeah. Then
Bill, how fast can you drive? I have an idea, and I went southern again. Fuck.
I can drive pretty damn fast. This won't be the first time I've flown a coupe.
Friend, I have an utterly horrendous idea, but I need to be alongside that car.
Oh dear.
All right. So I'm assuming you're all climbing aboard the coupe.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So, Bill on the driver's
Stab the
side.
beast and get the flock out of here.
All right. All four, 3 of you plus, Lady Deckington, unless you're leaving her behind.
No. Was she injured?
You can. I mean, if you want to see if she was injured, she doesn't appear to be injured. At least she's rattled by it in the
Okay.
event, but she's not. She doesn't appear to be injured. Thankfully, Pond was able to prevent the worst.
Okay.
So, paddle to the floor, driving like a maniac.
As soon as he gets up to it, I would like to throw my expanding duck into their window and into their car, so it goes. and they can't drive anymore.
Okay.
And all these ducks.
So, all right. That would I would. How would I qualify that crazy?
I want it to be like I'm ending the task. I'm ending the chase.
Okay, you're trying to end the chase. Okay. It is a very, very difficult task to do.
That's fine.
So it is a +2 task. What is your end stat? +3. Alright, so I'm gonna make it a +0, so it's just gonna be a single d6. And target number will be 3.
Me. Walk me. One. my little geese feet dice love me tonight.
Yeah, is that
Excellent.
that's that is ridiculous. I love it.
Apparently they love me too.
All
I
right.
just want to like quack like mighty ducks now.
So
Is it a quacking success?
yeah, it's a quacking success. A critical quack. All right. So as you know, Bill is driving like the best he can. Probably bumping into the car a few times. Like you've seen it all like those films. Reliving some of his crazy days. Pawn. There's a quack in the window of the enemy car, and you toss the duck. As it expands,
For a little fly.
the driver lose control over the bridge. Left side, right side, like zigzag, and fly into the ditch, into the pond, into the deep end.
Are they stopped? Is there any chance that the head of the goose popped out the front shield and it looks like there's a giant goose in the car? Mostly for my imagination.
I mean, yeah, like you're like inflatable duck. There's like the butt of the duck and the head of the duck on one like on each side of the window, and you can see like the other like two goon in there. They're like very cartoonishly like squeeze against the little windows. But the car seemed to have stopped.
Oh, if the car
Any
stops,
of
then
you chaps like to go for a swim?
Okay.
I'm gonna mute myself for a minute till my dog stop.
All right. So you're going for a swim. Fiona and Bill, while Pawn is wetting his feather. You seem to be at at the end of the chase there.
Phew.
What more plot twist can happen?
This is all very exciting. Well, this is why I normally stay in the lab. So, Pond has jumped into the water now? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Going after the car, I thought it was sinking in the deep end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I misunderstand?
No, it was sinking.
Has the goods are in it.
oh, then if Big Bill's still wearing a suit, he shucks off his jacket and dives in and says, "Release the Kraken."
Both James Bond and Bill, dive in. There's those two. Duck, where praying to the Jesus quack that they're not gonna end there. But yeah, the car is going underwater. The briefcase with whatever was being sold or information was being sold uh, is in the vehicle. The doors are locked, and there's a giant inflatable duck butt in the window and a duck head in the other one.
Uh, well, I guess Big Bill will try to pull the inflatable out so it's out of the way.
All right. I mean,
Flint will be helping it stay afloat longer because it's full of air.
the car would be tilting. I mean, it is a car.
Yeah.
It is floating a bit longer, but not by much. So, Bill, you quack the tail on that, and it shrink back to an inch size. And the car, get filled with water. But you're able to reach within the vehicle. Both person been knocked out by this improvised airbag.
This is the fucking best thing I've ever done.
So yeah, go for it.
I guess it's just get the briefcase.
Yeah. So you get the briefcase, and T were plans for top secret Russian duck rockets. No offense to any Russian people, but it is 1950s. Those were probably being to be brought to the evil Dr. Waddle. As you would want to have first feather on that technology. I don't know, first way. Well, yeah, and Lady Duckington hey, well, excellent job, agents. I mean, I don't think I would have been able to. I don't know what would have been able to happen to me, but tonight without your help. You got the briefcase? This will do.
And Bill quacks it open.
Excellent. That is fantastic news. But, and what about the people in the car? Or are they still underwater?
Honestly, man, it looks like they'd have messed up.
Too bad. That would have been, an excellent time to, possibly interrogate them and, find the whereabouts of, Dr. Waddle's lair, nest.
What do we do?
Well, well, I'll make sure to return this to the agency. That's
If Malarty insisted, I would have dove back in and got them.
all
I
right.
guess.
All right. You swan dive
Can't let.
in there, and you
Yeah.
can get them. They're a bit unconscious, but all proper villain have. Because every goon tend to forget the location of the secret lair, or the secretness in this case. they do have a map of the location.
And I promise you, I'm not doing no beak to beak for.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I do
Got a
think
doctor
that's
here
a
anyway.
scientist's job, or doctor's. I'm just a spy.
I mean, you know, this case is quite a tough nut to quack, but you know, you're the world's greatest spy, and so. All right.
I can take a peek at the map, but I'm not
Mm,
them.
perfect. I mean, you know, Terragoons is mostly written in crayon.
Can I uncover the map?
Sure.
Uncover the secrets in the map.
Roll for uncover, and it's just gonna be a regular difficulty.
2. And my thing is a 2.
So you know that you know the secret lair of Dr. Waddle is in Quackota. And with the help of a montage. Unless there's something that you wanted to do before, and well, you know, you use a fancy ass 50s inspired movie montage to have
We'll
flat.
see you next time. Or next time, sorry.
Yeah.
See how freaking hard it is to think pun first. Next time, Lady Duckington.
Yep.
And I would like to give her a gentle peck on the cheek if she will let me.
Absolutely. I mean, you're quite a charmer.
Yeah.
You know, your reputation precedes you.
There's a montage. Then it's probably just Bill hemming people up. Where is she? Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel? Who's Rachel?
Exactly. Just like that.
It's just this like poor guy in the pub. Who's Rachel? Montage to Quackota.
Oh,
The sun is high. It's in the middle of the desert, I'm assuming. I don't know. It's more like ominous. And there's a little door to a secret tunnel with two guards. Two guards over there. This is the lair of. Or
Rafiki, is it a secret or a secret tunnel?
I've heard it both ways.
Secret tunnel.
This is the final arc, last scene of this spy action thriller film that we're making here. The lair of the nest of evil.
Bestie.
Yep. Of the evil Dr. Waddles. What would you like? How would you like to approach there, that little location? There's two little guard, just like smoking a cigarette or relaxing, looking inconspicuous, in the middle of nowhere.
I have an idea. You know
You
these
tell.
dastardly types, they love to monologue. What if one of us was to walk up and get captured, and then he would just monologue, and we can do everything else while he's doing that?
Well, my understanding is we do things for science. So Doctor.
Ki- Oh, you want me to get captured?
The monologue would be his downfall.
Okay. Uh, oh boy. You're gonna get me out of there, right? Okay.
Probably.
I would not dare.
Did you just think about something very funny and forget to say it because it was too funny and you just broke laughing? I'm not able to hear you.
Oh.
The dogs? I,
Sorry, side note. He was chewing on a bone and then dropped the bone and bit his leg, and he got all offended because he didn't realize that it was his leg and not the bone. And I'm just looking at him. He's so offended by him as his own self. It's like, dude, the bone's right next to you. You bit yourself, and he's mad at me because he bit himself and he doesn't know why he hurts. Sorry, I can't.
oh, gonna love those puppers.
Listen, I could go get myself captured. I imagine if things went wonky, I could get out by myself.
Okay. Well, whatever you want to do. I probably wouldn't be difficult for me to get captured.
And Big Bill walks up and he goes, gentlemen, or ladies, I got a joke for you.
Well, they look
Why
at
do
you.
ducks lay eggs?
I know, funny guys. Why did log day eggs?
Because they would break if they dropped them.
Look at that. We got a funny guy over here. You know what?
Damn right.
You're at the wrong place, buddy. You seem like
No,
you
I
got
think I'm in the
lost.
perfect place.
Why don't you come with us?
Yeah, no, probably, maybe.
And he
Nah.
he pull his sidearm. Why don't you come with us?
Okay, I'll definitely come right along with.
And they lead you inside, leaving the door conveniently unlocked.
Dark, shall we? And I would like to hold the door for my lovely companion.
Oh, thank you. Go in.
So, as they walk you through the facility, your companion nearby. They bring you to this big room, which is essentially like Doctor Evil's lair in that fucking. My brain is no longer working tonight. My apologies.
Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. Thank you. It is not a difficult name, and I was thinking about that earlier.
Like, how could you not play this game and think about not thinking?
Oh yeah,
Austin Powers.
exactly.
Seen it, so that's how.
Wait, no.
All right.
I
Well,
mean,
that's something for a different time. That
Yeah.
we have to fix that. So, they bring you to that room, and you see like this like presumptuous like giant evil person chair. You don't see him, and he just turn around with just a smaller regular duck in his hand. Well, well, well. If it isn't Big Bill Maller. What brings you here?
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Seemed that you got yourself into a troubling situation here. But while I have you captured, why don't I go over my evil plan. Because that's probably
Who
what you're
that
here
know?
for.
But you're gonna tell me regardless if I want to hear this or not, right?
Well, it all started when I was a little duck. No, I was the runt of the nest, and all the children at school were picking on me. But then, I discovered science. A few years later, into evil, school, um, I learned to, have my own, little following of ghosts, and now I'm running an evil empire, and I'm trying to take over the world. But you had to meddle in this, and get a plan for my Russian duck rockets. So tell me, Bill, what have you done with my rocket plan? We temporarily lost our pawn, James Pawn, and things are a bit wonky on the overlay. I just noticed that. That's an easy fix. Okay, there you go.
I was gonna say we sent your evil plan across the pond.
So, I would say that normally Fiona and James Bond would be sneaking in. So Fiona, as you're sneaking into the evil lair, you do come across, this rather interesting scene of, the Doctor Waddles and his regular duck, and it's surrounded by, these evil goons. And you see your companion, friend, fellow duck that, volunteered himself to be captured right there. And Bill, the bravest goose of them all, just taunting Dr. Waddles. It is evil there. Oh, welcome back.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to be looking for, but yeah, so I don't know. What are we doing, James?
For secrets, and these things always have a self-destruct button. I would like to uncover the layers, hidden whatever doomsday thing is going on here. Or Duck's Day.
That's right, and it's the Duck's the device. And I mean, as every secret lair, there's always a Duck's the device. And
Yes.
conveniently, and very well lit, along with somewhat guarded, and under a glass tank, there's this big ass red button that says, "Do not push, or we go boom." So,
I would like to do that.
Bill, I heard that you like to tell jokes.
Certainly do.
What does this? I have one for you.
Do tell, Doctor.
What does a goose says when he's being eaten by a laser shark?
I don't know. What does he say?
Well, I'm quackers. Quack, quack, mother quacker. And, there's, a pool of, with like, shark with, laser beam on their head. because Austin Power is awesome. That open around you, like an island, just like standing on this little tiny little island in the middle of it. Well, it looks like you're about to run out of time, Belle. And now there's like laser beam like flying across the room, like almost like hitting your like feather, like singeing the edge of it, as you know those sharks are trying to eat you, because that's what sharks do in the evil movie, in spy movie.
Can we see this?
Yeah, you can absolutely see this. Did we lose Kai?
Maybe.
She's all okay. You're all frozen up.
Your camera
Oh.
has gone wonky.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah. I will try turning it off and
back
on.
yet? Okay, goodbye.
Don't we all love live entertainment, everybody?
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It is a beautiful thing. There you go.
Technology.
Excellent.
Ooh, I'm DM now. Oh.
Look at
That-
me. I'm the DM now.
That's right. You know, the goo. No, in this case, it's the GM, the Goose Master.
Use
Yes.
master the GM. Got it.
Can I hit the red button?
So,
What are you doing?
you're running for the button?
No, what I'm doing is I want to run at the two gods so that my companion can run at the button and hit it.
Okay.
You two are truly
sure that's
some
smart?
paltry guards and and like try to divert away so she can do it.
All right. So you're trying to, you know,
I am trying to create cover for her
Okay.
to get
So-
the button.
roll for cover,
Yeah.
because it is, you know,
Okay.
a very well lit, intense room with laser shark and the evilness of Dr. Quacker, Dr.
First-
Waddles. It would be a
Okay.
very difficult task.
Okay.
So +2, so it will be roll 3d6 and take the highest result. I'd say you have to roll below a 4.
Well, without having to re-roll, I got a 1 and 2 4s.
All right. So you know,
And I,
waddle around the fastest you know you can, slow motion, you know, wind in your feather, and you know, distract, you know, tackle them, you know, just enough for create an opening for Fiona. Bill, you see this madness over there as you're trying to dodge like the laser, and you know,
Oh, Bill's not trying to dodge. He's pulled out the scrambler and is trying
scrambler?
to knock the laser off
all right, all
the
right,
sharks.
cool. Roll for
Is that like
And-
ending the lasers? I
yeah.
don't know. Okay.
Can we appreciate that for the end action? There's end this painful game session as an option.
I totally saw that.
yes.
I got 2 1s.
2 1s.
Nice.
And, you know, it's like, you know, for a moment, in your little duck brain, you're like back in like when you were a wee little duck playing baseball with your friend, hitting all those home runs, and you take the scrambler and, you know, smack those laser out and they just go flying across the room, hitting all the enemy goose simultaneously, like the laser, like the sparks flying, sirens going wild.
Just call me Babe Goose.
It goes, Fiona, there's this madness going around you. James Pond just created an opening for you.
A dash for the button.
Dash with button. Alright. I mean, it is fairly easy because of their amazing success. And you go and roll and dash with a button. Don't forget, because you're a clever duck and know how glass works, to lift the glass and press the button. The sirens goes off. And all this madness. Oh no! Somebody pressed my self-destruct button. And until next time, agent of this, I don't remember the name. Totally Secret Spy Agency International Incorporated.
I don't think we came up with the name.
No. And underneath his chair, there's like a little rocket that goes off as you take to the sky, and you have 30 seconds to escape. Actually, no, without be enough time. You have 2 minutes to escape the lair.
Oh, flock.
Everybody's
Let's get out of here.
crazy, running every direction.
Yeah, hopefully Big Bill can release himself and get moving.
Yeah,
Is he like tied up or?
Time to flew the coop.
yeah. He was not tied up. He was at gunpoint for a bit. Which gave them like their villain confidence that no, it was not didn't have anything in his feather that could do anything wrong. So
They didn't think that one through.
jump on the shark, jump on the next one across the little pool. On the other side, you're all in that little lair, and run and run.
Quack, motherflockers.
Quack motherfucker. And the greatest, slow motion, and you can see like shots of the clock ticking as the siren. 30 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, and as about you 1, you see all 3 of you like jumping out of the door. The explosion making you look super cool behind.
Guys, just look at explosions.
Yeah, Big Bill is like basically striking a pose.
Yeah.
James Pond, pull a cigar out of his coat pocket and so he has one when he lands. Because it's gonna be a foul landing.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I love this game.
Just picturing that, like, slow-mo explosion in the background and the heroes walking side by side. That swagger.
Yeah. You see the rocket of evil Dr. Waddle like going away in distance, but you're gonna see him next time.
Damn you, Dr. Waddle. Damn you.
Ona, is it better than being cooped up in a lab?
Well, it's certainly far more exciting.
I think I need a break around the clock.
I mean, with all the crazy thing and the wild thing that happened, it is still at the end of the day, mission accomplished. You were able to stop evil Dr. Waddle, know his whereabouts. Even though he escaped, you were able to prevent him from purchasing, and creating like evil rockets. So, congratulations, agents. Mission accomplished. Is there destroy? It's probably going to set him back for a little bit. And as we were looking super cool and walking away in the sunset, the credits are rolling in that that movie, and there's that beautiful ending scene, like very James Bond style, and that is when we're gonna end tonight's quacktastic adventure
Hey.
with
Excellent.
an open possibility to
Excellent.
a sequel. Because introducing a villain in a one shot at the end is the great thing to do. Alright. Well,
Totally, totally is.
I do hope that
Cover Death Part 2.
that's right. I do hope that everybody had fun. I
Yeah.
thank you all very
Yeah.
much for taking part of this ridiculous or ridiculous one shot.
So you can't pass that opportunity out. Come on, ridiculous.
So, I mean, I honestly literally just found this one shot because I found out, I did find that there's an annual fancy duck thing in Australia or something, where where they dress duck fancy. I was like, what if there's a one page RPG with ducks, and I found this. So I did not create this wild, insane system thing. So I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. This was originally created by. I'm just gonna bring it on my bigger, better screen so I can read properly. A gentleman named Vincent Malley. I'm gonna drop the little link in the chat for if any of the people in the chat that stuck around long enough to and tolerated our madness and puns and cringe-worthy jokes.
Good on
want
you.
to
If
play
you
that.
survived all these puns. Good on
Want to
you.
play that? I encourage you to do that. It is lots of fun. It is ridiculous, and I love it. So thank you all very much for coming. And before we end tonight's episode, I'm gonna do a round table, so that you can all plug yourself back to the wonderful people at home. Tell us where they can find you on the internet and all that fun and stuff. So let's go in the same order as earlier. Kaya, Dimple, and Soraya. Unless Kai is being invaded by dogs and you want to wait.
I am. I am Kai. I am from We Rate Dice, one half of Do You Think You're Conic podcast, and you can find me usually on Instagram. And this is Shay, and he's a puppy.
Fantastic. Dimples.
Yeah, I'm Doubles and Dice, also known as Prince, or vice versa. You can find me on Twitch at Doubles and Dice. I will be online streaming tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time doing Media, which is a new release game that is all spooky and stuff.
Apparently, I'm
really excited to play.
Apparently, I'm shit at spelling your username. Dimples and Dice. Is it just N, right? Dimples and
Yes, just N.
Dice with singular
You
dice.
added an S at the end, yeah.
There you go. Hopefully it will work. Yes.
And then on Saturday night, I will be in the storyteller's chair doing my own TTRPG thing with Vampire Great for the next and second season. We should also have the video up on YouTube, so look us up at Rolling These 20s on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I can recommend it. They're like super awesome, and if you also have weird conversation, I absolutely recommend that you go check out Dimple's channel during the day, because everything is soup or sandwich
or broth, I
or
guess.
broth. Yeah. If you want more context about this, you know what? There's only one way to go to find out, and it's to go to go to his channel.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm just saying. It just got.
We get weird.
Yeah. It got weird.
And Soraya.
Hey, I'm Soraya. You can find me here on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Soraya. Also, Twitter kind of. Instagram, I do art and video games. Tomorrow I will be turning to stream after a little bit of a break with Cuphead at 3 p.m. Central Time.
Fantastic. Yeah, she
I have
does
one more
awesome
thing.
art. Yes, Kai?
You can find me and Rafiki in the Avatar D&D campaign every Thursday, except for this Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because things
I was
happen.
wondering if y'all were gonna plug that.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug my own. I'm gonna
Eastern
plug this
time.
own channel. Yeah, usually
Yeah.
we don't have this weird DuckTales. We do have a weekly Avatar D&D campaign on this channel, but
It's
yeah. Uh, but
It's really
you'll-
fun. Sometimes Rafiki gives us story time.
you know,
Really good.
sometimes life happens, and we so we did this wonderful one shot in the meantime. I'm the Greater Freaky, co-founder of this channel. You can find me usually here, because nobody else wants my madness. And and you can also find me on Twitter at great_Rafiki. I don't post much, but hey, why not? And until next time, thank you for coming. A wonderful night. Take care.
Good night, everybody.